Democracy Day, Lagosians, and welcome to Inside Lagos. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeni. As we all know, 3 years ago, Lagos started a continuous journey with a new driver. Now, we want to take you down memory lane to see how well you and I have been driven by Akinwumi Dapo Ambode, the 14th governor of Lagos State. Enjoy this. It's been support rallies, endorsement, and endorsement 3 years after he assumed leadership as the governor of arguably the most populous state in Nigeria.
I will discharge my duty to the best of my ability.
Many stated the reason they believe Governor Akinwumi Ambode deserves a second term in office.
Governor Akinwumi Ambode is such a person that is more keen, interested, in the service to his people. He's been doing all he can within his reach to alleviate poverty in Lagos State, to provide jobs in Lagos State.
Take for example, the town hall meetings. I want to tell you, issues that were raised in most of the town hall meetings were not being budgeted for. But the man still went ahead and make sure those issues raised were really done. The case of Alimosho 21 roads was an issue raised during the town hall meeting.
In March the 25th, 2018, 3 senators representing the 3 senatorial districts of Lagos State walked into the State House and threw their weight behind Ambode for a second term.
We are proud of the work you've done for Lagos, and we are proud to identify with you. And even on our way here, just seeing the masses have somewhere to go to is a testimony of how you really want to improve the lives of the common man.
Together with the political leadership of our various districts, resulted in our visit today to convey our votes of confidence and endorsement for another well-deserved term for your administration.
As Oliver Twist, we only demand and ask for more. And I believe that by the time the second term would commence, a lot that is yet to be done will be attended to.
The House of Representatives members unanimously did saying,
whether you are APC, PDC, PDP, even if other parties mean well for the state, I don't even expect them to have a candidate or an aspirant for this position, because the governor is doing well and he's only going to do more, given another 4 years.
This is rare in Lagos politics, where by now many aspirants would have dominated public discourse and media space. Few months to the general election in February 2019, politicians are yet to signify interest in the governor's seats, yet there are more than 68 political parties in Lagos State. With several banners up for Ambode and drums rolled out for him to continue, the question is, does Ambode truly deserve all these accolades? In the last 3 years, Akinwumi Ambode's administration has constructed and rehabilitated more than 500 roads, construction of pedestrian bridges, lay-bys, slip roads, removal of unnecessary roundabouts, among others, have reduced mobility stress of residents.
For the last 3 years, if you look at the 114 roads, 181 roads, and all the other works going, I can confidently tell you we are somewhere between 450 to more than 500. And in terms of the ongoing, I would say roughly right now, we have probably about 60 to 70.
One of the problems we have in Lagos is about road tarring. When you do most roads, they don't take time, because the water table of Lagos, the water table in Lagos is very high, so it doesn't allow most of our roads to last longer. So we needed equipment as well as things that will make it better. And part of the process was to acquire some of these equipments, which have now been acquired and they have been tested now. So they'll now be using paving stones mostly, and paving stones will last longer, particularly in a terrain like Lagos.
In education, Lagos State government has spent more than 4 billion naira on renovation and construction of schools across the states.
We have renovated nothing less than 160 schools in the state. We are talking about rehabilitation and construction, in particular of new ones. And when you mean construction of new schools, we are talking of schools that have all the facilities that it requires, and as such, a total cost of 4.8 billion have been spent in renovation and rehabilitation of schools in the last 1 year.
In health, Lagos State government performed successful open heart surgery, fourth kidney transplant, cochlear implant, constructed 61 primary health care centers in 1 year, and is ready to launch the health insurance scheme before this year runs out. Ambode's government did not shy away from the issue of waste collection in the state. His dream is to make Lagos cleaner in more advanced and technological way.
Visionscape and the PSPs are working together. So we do have more resources compared to what Visionscape intended to bring in, right? Visionscape has equipment, they are bringing more equipment, but they are also faced with challenges which are beyond the state. Having to get waivers to bring in their equipment becomes a problem. That's a federal issue.
After listening to property owners, Ambode reduced the controversial revised land use charge law 2018 on 15th March.
Owner-occupied property. This category of property will enjoy 15% discount. For a 20 million naira property, this used to be 9,120 naira. Now it is 7,752 naira per annum. The penalty regime for late payments of LUC has been waived completely, and we're happy to introduce installmental payment system.
Lagos has so far achieved an average monthly internally generated revenue (IGR) of 34 billion naira in 2018 compared to monthly averages of the last 3 years. After the creation of the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund in 2016, a promise made during the 2015 political campaigns, a total of 6,462 residents with proven business ideas have so far received about 5.22 billion naira from the 25 billion naira Trust Fund, ETF, designed to grow the economy and create jobs through provision of credit facilities with minimal interest. The aim is to create 3,000 direct jobs and 600,000 indirect jobs by 2019.
Not minding my tribe, not minding my gender, and not minding my religion. I'm very happy with the Lagos State government. I sell furniture. I got 5 million.
The Lagos State government has attracted investment proposals worth $43 billion in the last 3 years, owing to deliberate policies put in place to promote investment and enhance ease of doing business. On the Lekki Free Trade Zone, the Lagos State government said about 264 billion naira worth of finished goods so far been exported from the zone in the last 3 years.
The current emerging industrial revolution within the Lekki axis of Lagos State, with particular reference to the development of Lekki Free Zone, the Lekki Deep Sea Port, the Dangote Refinery and fertilizer plants, as well as the Lagos Free Trade Zone, no doubt, stand to further place Lagos State on the world map as a preferred investment destination.
At least 18,184 women and youths have been trained in various vocations across the 17 free skills acquisition training centers spread across the state in the last 3 years. On food security, the state government subsidized Lake Rice to the tune of 1.049 billion naira from December 2016 till date as part of efforts aimed at achieving food sufficiency. Mega rice production would also start by February 2019 with a production of 32 tons per hour at Imota. The DNA and Forensics Center has also helped a great deal to nip crime in the bud and bring offenders to justice since its inauguration in September 2017.
This has helped in certain cases to exonerate suspects, and in certain cases has helped to aid in the unraveling of facts that would have otherwise have been hidden from ordinary eyes. His Excellency Governor Akinwumi Ambode approved that the second phase of this center should commence. This is a phase that will deal with toxicology.
The Lagos State government saved a total of 4.5 billion naira in the last 3 years as a result of the decision of Governor Akinwumi Ambode to stop the sponsorship of people for religious pilgrimages to Israel and Saudi Arabia.
The government has ensured that resources are not dissipated on things that have no bearing with good governance. That is why before His Excellency assumed office, the state government was involved in sponsorship of pilgrimages. Mr. Akinwumi Ambode has saved the state from spending such amount of money. And this amount of money has been diverted to the construction of roads and infrastructural renewal.
The Light of Lagos initiative did not only provide security in our 24-hour economy, Lagos residents will soon enjoy uninterrupted power supply thanks to the power sector reform, the Lagos State Embedded Power Program.
The objective of the Embedded Power Program of Lagos State is 1. To generate up to 3,000 megawatts of electricity between now and the next 5 years. That power to be generated will be guaranteed by the Lagos State government. Everything that powers Lagos State will be done, will be generated in Lagos State: generation, transmission, distribution, the gas supply, the collection, the enforcement.
Now let's take a look at the Lagos Smart City Initiative, which is an ambitious and all-encompassing project meant to address all sectors of the economy.
The main objective of Lagos Smart City Initiative is to connect human capital, social capital, and ICT infrastructure in order to address public issues, achieve a sustainable development, and increase the quality of life of its citizens within the shortest possible time. Upon successful implementation of the ICT hub, Lagos State will become the catalyst for IT penetration and enablement in Nigeria and Africa.
Nature and adventure.
Ambode's voice is loud on making Lagos State the foremost tourism destination in Africa. The state embarked on tourism master plan of 15 to 20 years to boost the state's economy.
The master plan is focused on key sectors, on culture and heritage, film, art and entertainment, business tourism, nature and adventure, medical and wellness, beach and leisure. The tourism sector contributed about 800 billion to the Lagos GDP in 2017. And with the infrastructure and resources we're deploying in the sector, we expect this figure to double in the next 5 years.
Not only is business booming in Lagos State, but business is also booming in the arts. 2 major international films that have been slated for production in Lagos State later this year and across the new year. First one by our own John Boyega, who is Nigerian born but based in the UK and is a Hollywood star. He will be shooting a major film. I think the budget for it is about 9 billion naira. Tourism promotions that Governor Akinwumi Ambode envisages for Lagos State is beginning to take shape and bear good fruit.
Lagos civil servants will not deny the new lease of life they enjoy, including prompt payment of their salaries compared to other states of the Federation, local and international trainings, among other benefits, and non-retrenchment of staff.
Today, civil service officers in Lagos State remain the best in all the 36 states. So that's why we are retraining.
Security in Lagos got a boost with the provision of modern equipment worth billions of naira to security agencies.
A lot of things have changed, like in the terms of security and road maintenance.
I will say Lagos State is the most secure state in in Nigeria for now.
I so much love Ambode. I so much love him, and I pray may God keep him and his family.
Our administration has responded effectively, penetrating the nooks and crannies with street lights, drainages and roads, while caring for the less privileged and the vulnerable segments of our states in the spirit of inclusive governance. Lagos State is today a huge, widespread, massive construction site, a city undergoing a new rebirth and being positioned
for global competitiveness.
By the end of this year, Governor Ambode will be cutting tapes at the construction sites of the 10-lane Lagos International Airport Road, Agege Pen Cinema flyover, and the gigantic Oshodi Transport Interchange, more network of roads and regional integration roads to boost the economy, Anyike House for maternal and child care, ultra-modern model colleges, among others. So far, 11.8 billion naira compensation has been paid to residents whose property were demolished for the ongoing constructions across the state. Verification of other property owners is ongoing. Based on his performance, his inclusive leadership style, the governor has enjoyed so much goodwill among the citizenry, such that he may yet be the only serious name on the ballot when it is time for the people to renew his mandate. These are some of the reasons people say Governor Akinwumi Dapo Ambode, nicknamed Ekweme, meaning one who promises and fulfills, is going nowhere. They want him in the saddle beyond 2019. No doubt the journey so far is tasking, but with all the achievements recorded, Ambode is humbled.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's actually been a co-traveler in this journey that we have actually had in the last 3 years. It's not been easy, but somehow, to the glory of God, it's evident that there is huge prosperity in Lagos.
Why you speaking Oyinbo?
To mark the end of Governor Akinwumi Ambode's third year in office, Islamic faithful in Lagos held special prayers last Friday to usher in the governor's fourth year in office. Islamic faithful described Governor Akinwumi Ambode as a listening leader who cares about the growth of Islam in the state despite being a Christian. The chief imam of Alausa Central Mosque and other faithful said this at the special prayer to mark Governor Akinwumi Ambode's third year in office. The prayer, which took place after the Jumat service, was witnessed by civil servants and top government officials.
Before he entered the government, some people are thinking that so far he's not a Muslim, can he perform as a Muslim? But we thank Almighty Allah that he performed very well. Even his character, his behaviors, his performances is like a mu'min. A mu'min is a good believer. He performed very well. Wallahi, we Muslims, we praise him. We praise him. We praise him.
A lot of democratic dividends have been given in the past 3 years. And we are asking God that we thank him for giving us that opportunity, for giving us His Excellency, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, as the governor of Lagos State, and for giving him the knowledge and understanding to steer the ship of governance in Lagos as he is exemplary.
They prayed fervently for the growth and development of Lagos State. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Dapo Ambode marked the end of his third year in office with Thanksgiving service with the theme, Praise His Majesty. Ambode also thanked the citizenry for their support in the last 3 years. Praises that give hope to troubled souls. Worship like never before. All hands are raised to receive the blessings at this Thanksgiving service to mark Governor Akinwumi Ambode's third year in office. On her knees, Bolale Ambode thanked God for his mercy on her family and the state.
If you know Jesus, it's the reason why you came. Come in.
In his message, Pastor Paul Adefarasin reminded the gathering of how big the Almighty God is.
Your God does not travel. He is Jehovah Shammah. He's never coming or going. He's never arriving or leaving. He is God everywhere, present at the same time. He is everywhere, all at once. Oh, I don't know if you hear me what I'm saying, but if you do, help me and slap somebody another high five and tell them, watch out for me, because this God is in my corner.
For Governor Akinwumi Ambode, this gathering is to invite greater prosperity for Lagos.
But we're doing this because we believe strongly that there's no way we would have found ourselves with the kind of level of progress we have made in Lagos without some, supernatural hand, which, I actually, give all that to God.
As the governor stepped into his 4th year in office, he said more development will be witnessed in the state.
The last 3 years have been very eventful and it's been very fruitful. You can see remarkable progress going on across the length and breadth of Lagos. So we can only do better and then render more services to Lagosians in the next 1 year.
This yearly Thanksgiving service is to look back at the achievements of the state and to further put the state in the hands of the Lord, the harbinger of prosperity.
That's all we have for you on Inside Lagos this week. It was a pleasure having you to join us on this one. But don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms showing on your screen right now. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeniyi. See you next time. Many thanks for being there. Bye-bye.